being an Aussie bogan, I want to jump in on that.
What's going on, Street Machine? Look who we are here. A car going on the cover of Street Machine. Ben Hosking is shooting the car. What's going on, Ben? It's running a very tight operation here, moving all the flashes and stuff to get you guys the best photos, no doubt.
That one, we haven't done the A service. The old Gunada. Did you see in the glove box? All the nitrous controller and
all the nitrous controls there in the glove box.
Hey, you like this? I've still got the F gut button. But that one's for my second kit. But yeah, that's all the controller and that for the second kit. First kit I'm gonna just put on with like a little plate. That's for the no prep.
She's gonna go fast.
And then if we're hooking up, man, give it a little jab. Hit the gut button and we're gone.
There's a few people I know that couldn't drive it then.
That's all.
We're just here doing a bit of behind the scenes work for the shoot. I thought it'd be cool to come out and check it out. We're going to do a real chat with Simon on Friday, which is a few days from this today, where we can sit down during the day and get a bit more of a scope of the build, you know, what it's all about, a bit of the history as you've seen before. There's some service manuals and all sorts of stuff. You've seen the controls for the nitrous in the dash. This thing's got Easter eggs everywhere. I'll tell you what I wouldn't mind seeing is some of these tyres here on the burnout pad at Summernotes. That'd go righto. Mad, have a look at it, mate. What an absolute weapon. You're going to see this thing roll racing all over the country, running some serious times. No doubt blowing out some eardrums. It is loud. You might not see very good because the lights are about to go out, but Ben's about to do some light painting. Oh, there we go. We're gone. How good. Ben, I'm not sure if we're going ghost hunting, mate, or we just...
Do my best work in the dark.
Ben's just done all his light painting. It is looking smick. This is just wild. And this car, I was just talking to Kryger then, that this car's, he said, is one of his favourite builds he's ever done.
No, now the thing will bloody end up.
I think now we might go to find somewhere comfy, mate. What do you reckon? Talk about the car?
We can do.
Maybe even have a JD.
Now you're talking.
That's a wrap. Going for a cruise in the Streeter.
That's how we roll.
How good.
Gotta love it down here.
Oh, yeah.
You need a beverage.
You need a turkey, not a jack.
No, but they know that I'm not rich like you. I have to pay the bill. That's why he can afford turkeys and I have the JDs. Yeah, and that's exactly how it is. Yeah, just come back for a bit of a cruise in the old granny spec Torana. We went through Jamboree and cruised around. Now we're here at PSI. Matt, who built the 1-tonner and actually screwed this thing together for me. Bit of a pain in the ass, but you know, he's a good guy. So builds all the street cars and race cars for us. So this is where it all happens, where we make it happen. But yeah, I think when did we actually have the idea for the Torana? No, for the tonner.
I think it was last year.
Yeah.
We went to the pub at Picton.
And then for some reason, my brain kicked in. I thought I'd make a pretty cool no prep car. Because just before that, at MPK, we had the farm truck and that ovary.
Yep.
I saw the success with that and being an Aussie bogan, I want to jump in on that shit. So yeah, so basically I said to Matt, let's build a car, and yeah, the rest is history.
Life was hell for 6 months.
Yeah, it took us probably 6 months to build it, and me between work and everything, it took probably 3 months just to wire it. But yeah, apart from that, well, we're ready to test, and now I'm pulling the engine back out to make more power and put it back in, and you know, it's not even hit the track yet, and we already wanted more power, so I keep making Matt do more and more as I do. So
Killing my life, killing my life.
it is, but yeah, no, this is where it all happens, and yeah, street cars, race cars, whatever you want, come and see Matt. Like, he'll whinge and moan that he's busy, but just, you know, a little bit of ball break, you'll be right. So
Only if your name's Kryger.
but yeah, no, it's definitely good fun. So we've got to start racing and have some fun at these little airport tracks. And now my mate Johnny Habib's got a new little adventure, no prep race in Australia. So we're going to start doing that next year. And yeah, it should be fun. Make it all happen. We'll take you for a wander inside, show you some stuff that's happening with street cars and all sorts of stuff. So basically, Matt does a hell of a lot of diffs, modifications on diffs, cut and shut them, start from scratch. You know, like, yeah, fit engines, like he does everything. Like in the 1 tonner, he actually built everything. So it's the roll cage, fit the seats, pipes, front to back. You name it, he does it. So, but yeah, not the hugest shop in the world, but yeah, he definitely smashes out the work. So it's pretty cool in here. And like, yeah, he's doing a lot of like little streeters, like just nice little combos in street cars, nice exhaust systems. Yeah, pretty well everything's done in-house. So
Yeah, coming out with this car over here, we've got a HG Monaro, one of my mates owns, all original. He wanted to look original again, so he went and bought an engine, and I sort of just fitted it for him. 355 stroke, a V and headed thing, but we put the original covers back on it, and try to keep it look all fairly original. So 288 cam in it, crane. So it should be nice, all under the bonnet, original air filter. Built the exhaust system for it. Got the original diff, but we just wanted to keep it all original as a streeter. So yeah, we've got an FJ over here. It's got an LS in it. Still in the build, not registered yet, but we've done all the pipes on it, all the exhaust system. Now he's brought it back to me to shorten the diff and put these 10-inch wheels under it. So we've got the diff shortened, he's getting it painted now, and got the axles for it, put it back together, and he's done for him. So another couple of cars will be done in the next week or so, and then there's plenty more waiting to come in.
a bit of history on my mate that owns this car, Benny. I actually bought my LJ back in the day. I think we swapped a 4-wheel drive and a motorbike, and he supplied me, my LJ that I turned in a Innocent that put the big wheel stands, and it was on front cover of a Street Machine. So Benny's been doing it for a lot of years, and he wants to build a bit of a cruiser, and yeah, and he ended up getting a nice clean Monaro. Lucky guy. So for that bit of history, he's a good guy. Known him for a lot of years, and yeah, one of the good ones. So should be a cool, fun car.
I've made no money this week. Let's do $1,000 tonight.
$1,000, I bet you this granny spec car will beat your Monado.
I need $1,000. I didn't know work this week, so let's do it.
You
I'm ready.
Need $1,000. I've already kicked your ass.
You try.
I've already beat a big block. Now I'm going to take on a small block. Like, please.
Right, welcome back, guys. We've done the shoot. The shoot's been done. Went for a bit of a cruise in the Torana around Jamboree.
Yeah, went in the streeter. A lot of fun, that car. So, yeah.
Very good. And we thought we'd come back and learn a bit about the car. Very chill. Let's learn about the car and the build and what sort of inspired it. I heard you and Matt talking at the shop a bit about, got the idea at a pub, but...
Yeah, we all went, it was just like a Sunday arvo. We all went for a drive up to, like it's Picton, I think.
Yeah, the George, I think.
Yeah, we went to the George, and we're just looking at the car, and like we had like all the toughies parked there, and I actually just said, wow, this would be a pretty cool drag car. And yeah, it just went from there. Everyone said, nah, you wouldn't do it, and you know, challenge accepted. So yeah, I think like eight months after that, it's what we got now. So yeah, basically, but I used it as a everyday car.
Yeah, because it had the LS in it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I had like, cause my ute, I had just like a Nissan Navara, and I was towing me old Torana like to the track, and I shit the engine. So, and Dan wanted a good vehicle, so yeah, we did the swap. So, and then I used this until my next car come, and that's it.
And almost how you see it now is how it was back then too. I mean, there's a few things changed, obviously, we'll go through, but
Yeah, no, the car was like, it was pretty good, like Patina. Yeah. Well, that's what sold me on it.
Yeah.
The paint is like, I like it. Yeah. I like the rusty bits and this and that, you know what?
Yeah.
And I don't give a shit. Like, you can sit on it, do whatever you want. Like, you know, we've had, when I was pulling the LS out, it was like sitting on the bloody nose cone because it didn't have the strap high enough.
yeah.
You wouldn't do that with any other car, so yeah.
You painted, you just fresh painted it,
Yeah, but no, apart from that, like, the car's mint. Like, it drove really good. That's what sold me.
Yeah.
And then I looked into it all. The wheelbase, it's a 118-inch wheelbase, so, you know, in theory, it shouldn't wheel stand, but
You never know.
we'll see in the next couple of weeks if it wheel stands or not, so it should be good.
But otherwise, fundamentally, the front end and the chassis and stuff, it's like, you know,
It's untouched. So
yeah.
I didn't put engine plates, I actually put engine mounts, like solid, but
Yeah.
the rear end, Matt actually made the springs inside, so we grabbed the old spring hangers on the inside and then obviously welded, like, you know, to get the new springs all in it.
Yeah.
But if we wanted to, you know, like 1 week, you can roll the whole rear end and engine, everything out, apart from the roll cage, you know, like you could put it back to standard. So, the roll cage it's welded in because, you know, the cars take to go 750s.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's my goal. Go 760 and I'll just keep putting nitrous in it until I get there. So, we'll get there.
Tell us about the motor that's in it now and what's going to go on, because after this video today, it's going to be on an engine dyno next week.
Yep. Well, I bought it off a bloke in Sydney. I can't recall his name, but yeah, my mate Ali and like Barney DeMarge, like they actually, like Barney's brother Ned, he actually ported the heads, got new heads and that. Ali built the engine for him. I think it made like around 1140. Like that thing. Never really done much anything. So we bought the engine. Now, like, we're going to yank the engine out, like, after this shoot.
Yeah.
And then, like, Westend's going to pull the whole thing. Like, Johnny's going to pull it down. He wants to play with the heads a bit. Like, it's big comp. Like, it's 16-1 comp.
Yeah.
We're talking about if it needs pistons, we'll put a little bit less confidence so I can spray it harder.
Yeah.
But, we've just been looked after. Like, Michael from Ice Ignition, he's hooked me up with a new carby. So we're going to try that. Do it, like, you know, John's going to do a few little things to the engine and we'll be on the dyno. So, yeah, like, and see if you want to come up, have a watch.
Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah, we'll definitely come check that out.
Yeah, let's see how close to 1200 we can get. Like, and then maybe we might spray just a plate.
Yeah.
Because like on an engine dyno. So, it should be fun.
Yeah, yeah. And the look of the car, just to touch back on that, like, did you have it in your head you wanted, like, you know, the welds and stuff underneath it looking fat, like big fat tire, obviously, because it looks, it really complete the patina with that. It's kind of like sleeper, but you know something's going on.
The hardest part of the whole thing is we bought brand new wheels for it.
Yeah.
And I actually sprayed, you know, the cleaner that actually makes them dull off.
Yeah.
So brand new weld wheels, and I dulled them off to get the look. But we didn't want to go too big.
Yeah.
So it's got like 11-inch back, like, rims. So it's got a 28, 10.5-inch tire, because in America that's the go-to class. So, and that's what I wanted to stick to, because obviously being a 1-tonner, we can just,
because you never know, you may race in America one day.
Well, that's a game plan. So, it was like the farm truck gave me the whole idea.
Yeah.
And when they come over and I was racing against them, they were sort of like, you know, if you build sort of a nice street-looking thing, you know, like in America,
it'll go good with the crowd.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Here we can't do anything really on the street, but like in America, they shut the roads down and the police support them. And like, you know, like you can street race.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going to take the car to more no prep events around Australia.
Wild West.
Yeah. So I want to get as much testing as I can. I'd like to try and go on like bottom 5s or like high 4s, like around Australia. And then I know I've got a car to compete over there.
Yeah.
So, because we know how fast they ran.
Yeah.
Like against us.
Yeah.
So, like Scotty Taylor, like he's fast. He was
Fast as.
He was like 420. I raced him with my big car. So he's like a 420 sort of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you want, mate?
That's it. What's a pat?
So yeah, we're gonna I reckon we'll get it to sort of like 480.
Yeah.
And yeah, it should be good.
Yeah. The couple of things I noticed about the car is obviously the look of the car, the patina, but the bonnets. People think it might be, have the cowl and he painted it, how would that be rusty and whatever else, because it's glass.
Yep.
Beautiful job by Dave Cornford.
Yeah, he done what Alpha supplied me the bonnet, and I like him a bit lower.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dave modified it all.
Oh yeah.
And then Blake, like a graphic, like designs, he did the wrap for me.
This is wrap, it's not a paint. Yeah, that's what's really.
And he also did like the tray as well.
The colour match is so good. I was going to touch on it. The tray is like, I looked at the car for like 20 minutes and didn't even notice it. And what it is, it's a photo from the top down that the guys did from the graphics place.
Yep.
Of the tray. And then they've recreated it, and it's just a thin piece of, plastic or whatever.
Yep.
With the vinyl
wrapped over the top. He did a really good job. The thing, we had to like cut and shut a bit because the motor I've got for my little street car, it was actually on the back when I was using it every day, and it fell through the wood. Like the wood was pretty rotten.
So it's broken it off.
Yeah, so we had to cut and shut a few pictures.
If that didn't happen, you reckon you were going to keep the wood maybe or not?
Well, we were going to keep the wood, but IHRA sort of said they weren't that keen.
Has a bit to flies off for it.
Yeah, so they, so come up with this, actually Matt come up with this idea.
Yeah.
And then
that's a really good idea, Mike. It's so cool. Because otherwise, what do you do with the area? You got to make it look fighty. Then it doesn't match in with the.
And there's a lot of hoops you got to jump through. Like Trent Smith is a good guy. He's one of my mates. So he comes around and like he take the car. So he gave me a big list of things to do. Like I'm gonna race with the ladder on it. So, but now I've got to make proper clamps to bolt it down, and it's just a look. I just want that look that it's a tradie ute, and it should be cool. So anyone in the grandstand's just going to go, wow, what a hunk of junk, and that's what I want to do. Like, I want to do roll racing and try and beat like the Lambos and stuff. So
do a fair bit of that.
Yeah. Like if I beat a Lambo, you imagine how horrified they're going to be. They're going to look at this. Look at this shit box. And then if I beat them, they'll be
even
like,
for roll racing, you might be able to put a bit of hay on the back or something. Strap one down.
Yeah, you never know. I'll need the weight. So
maybe not at the track. We can hear the doggies. He's chilling in the sun.
Yeah, it's a nice day today. 27. So
he's panting over there.
Yeah,
you can hear us. That's not me and Kryger. We might be thirsty for a beer, but it's too early.
Yeah, that's right. It's never too early.
No, then.
True. So, but apart from that, like everything.
So you haven't driven it yet or anything yet, like that?
Driven it around the block sort of stuff. But no, we put it on the dyno. It didn't make what I wanted it to make, so that's why like John's going to pull it all apart.
Few changes. Do you like them with a bit less comp and rely on the nitrous more, or do you like them compy? And
Well, I'd like it less comp, basically because we're trying to get this car to work on no prep. Like basically, I want to hook up on the street. So the comp straight away, it's easy.
Services is so unpredictable in no prep, right there.
Well, I've geared it all like so. It's got 3 4s in the back, got a 156 first gear, so it's designed to lazy out the hole.
Tell us about the gearbox.
It's just a 2-speed power glide. Norm built it for me. It's got like a 156 first gear. It's got 2 dumps on it. So like if the track's really bad, I use it just for like traction control basically. And it's like I've got a SDE converter. Like Iggy's been looking after me for years with the converters, and like it's just a great little combo.
It's got that button on the steering wheel, we all know.
Yeah, well, that's not the trans brake. That's actually the second kit. So that's like, because like when I
need a bit more.
Yeah, when I race Gup, and I will race him again, he's going to be horrified when I beat him on a small tyre. I beat him on a big tyre, and it was by like half a bloody, I think it was like about 2 buses. So I'll beat him now by probably half a bus. And so, and that's the old F-buck. F-Gup
The
button.
wagon's pretty quick though. She's, you know.
Yeah, it's quick.
Yeah.
Like, so, but I'm going to be quicker.
That's what we want to see.
That's it, man. It's going to be fun.
Get out there and give you some stick. Yeah. Yeah. With so many, like, you know, these roll racing events around the country, especially like, you know, you're saying with 8th Mile, man, you almost every second weekend you can find something, eh?
Well, the one good thing,
Yeah.
no prep, like Races Australia, like that's Johnny Habib.
Yep.
Like anyone that knows history, me and Johnny had, like, we owned APSA, which was like Pro Street Association.
Yeah.
And we had that for like, I think about 8 years. We've got the business going really good. Was seeing Gup sort of backed away a bit from like the street outlaws.
Yeah.
Gup sort of gave everything to Johnny, and like Johnny started up a new thing, and like next year, well, it's not like official yet, but I know we've got at least six rounds.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Like he's going to kick off at the beginning of the year, and we're going to have like the big tyre cars. So like, you know, I'm going to have like Marquez, Harry who bought my car, like, you know, Danny with the taxi.
Yep.
Like, you're going to see some cool, like, TO's going to come.
Yeah, great.
So we're going to have the big tyre class, probably have like 10 of like the best.
And bloody crowds love it.
Well, this one, and he's actually going to do it on YouTube. So
okay. That'd be great. Live stream it all.
Yeah, live stream
That'll be done, yeah.
So, like, you know, because a lot of people can't actually make it.
Yeah,
so, yeah, no, he's thought outside the square, and Johnny's.
What sort of venues you reckon you do?
Well, the first one we're at Wizard.
Yeah.
Like, so we're going to race at Sydney, and then we're doing the one at Albury.
Yeah.
And then, I think he's got one booked in Queensland, one down Melbourne somewhere.
Yeah.
Not sure of where, but I think around November, December, he's going
Traveling
to
series is always going to get everybody interested, you know?
And you know what? We're going to, like, not all the best tracks.
Yeah.
So,
which is what makes it fun, right?
I reckon they're the best tracks.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not who's got the biggest wallet's going to win. It's whoever can get the car to work.
Yeah.
It's power management.
Yeah.
You know, you can have too much power and just not get down. Like, in Johnny's car, like, you know, that's 20, 30 years I've been playing with that car.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, there's a lot of history in that car, and we've got that car working. Like, it's cool. So,
like with, like, I remember you telling me off camera before, we've been racing about 35 years.
Yep.
When you build a car like this to go, you know what you want to do, you know what power you want to make, you know how fast. How close to, with all that experience, do you get them pretty much close to dialed in right away to, you know, then a few tweaks and a bit of work, or is it a lot of work once it's built?
Well, don't want to sound like a big head, but now within 3 passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually got it. Like, I don't even really have to put the car on a hub dyno anymore.
Yep.
Especially being like carby and all that, it's all old school stuff. So, like, I can just set it all up, set the nitrous up, and then, like, I've got, like I was telling you before, MSD tester, check everything, make sure everything's turning on, and RPM switches and everything. And you know what? Yeah, now Induction Solution, they, like, you know, jumped on board and they actually help me. Like, that's the product I sell, the nitrous systems. And you can get them pretty well, just bolt them on now. The gentleman's that close.
Yeah, wow.
You know, it's a good starting point. You don't need to be on a dyno. You just do your plug chops and you'll get it sorted.
Yeah.
But yeah, like most cars we do, we're pretty close.
Yeah.
And I've got a good mate, Con.
Yeah.
He does like all me PSI stuff and tuning, and like, you know, we've been working together for like at least the last 5 years, but we've been mates for like 20 plus years.
Yeah,
but
he's a gun, yeah.
But we're just sort of like, we're really close now, mates, and he's taught me a lot. Like, I'm probably put too much power in, so he's a bit finesse. So you'll know when
you balance each other out.
Yeah, we're a good team. And like, basically, you know, when I tune a car and he's not around, because he usually scrape the back bar, which is, I reckon it's cool, but he doesn't
created
like
some iconic photos before, yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of wheel stand and photos. So, but yes, Con's good. Like, he'll come down and help me at these tracks.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, they're hard to get your handle on and they're so bouncy. So, like, I've got a set of Mensers under it, and like Matt done all the springs. So we've got like mono spring in the back. You know, obviously I've got weight bars that we can move around the car. Well, the car's...
And you're a bit worried about that at the moment. You're not sure with the weight. Like you were saying, maybe Might need a little bit.
Yeah, well, the idea is try to make the car as light on the front as you can.
Gotcha, yeah.
Which, I'd like it to be around 48%. So I'm going to put a lot of weight at the back to lever it, basically. And it's such a long wheelbase, so you have to
And
put a
tipping
lot.
the scales at about 4,000, you said?
With the weight bars and that, we're about 4,050.
Yep.
But I think if we wanted to race radial, which, again, Justin, one's of my mates, I'm going to do a Kenda one, but we'll probably pull the tray off, just put covers over the wheels, and that pulls we should be around 35.
Yeah.
And, just to go and have some fun.
So we're going to see you doing Kryger things in this car for at least the next few years. This is sort of a build you keep for a while.
Well, you know what? I've got to admit, this is my favourite build so far.
And how many you built? Heaps.
Yeah, I've had heaps of cars, and like this, I just wanted something that you didn't have to worry about paint, didn't have to worry about getting dirty. Inside's already, I've jumped in with work boots.
Yeah.
Like that, the photo shoot, you see where we work, you're in 1.5 inches of dust and
I can show a little clip of the burnout on the way out of the shed.
Well, that's one way to clear the dust. I thought, but it's simple.
Yeah.
And that's what I want.
And I love that it's a WV too. I love that, 81. And it's the photo shoot you've seen with the bike on the back.
Yeah.
Too. That's cool. Is that also 81 model?
It's cool.
Yeah.
And I think, I'll go good in radial because it's radial tuned suspension. I've even got the thing on the
dash
that says it. So 81's the go.
They'll be like, what's your secret? You're like, mate, I can't tell you.
That's Holden. It was old Holden stuff. But apart from that, it's good. Matt did all me. We're actually running mufflers permanently. So Matt did the from the extractors.
You got no plans to take them off or nothing like that?
Nah, because I will put my two daughters want to have a drive.
Yeah.
And I just think if I've got the mufflers on it, it silences it a little bit, so I can actually still open the door and talk to them.
Yeah.
And they'll jump in the little streeter first, and then Courtney's keen. She wants to kick me out of it, so I've probably got a year or so of racing, and then she'll probably jump in and start having fun. It's the same as me drive. I enjoy watching her drive, so it's cool.
You make it a family sport, a family affair. It's that's what it's all about.
Well, right now we built this car so me and my wife Ange, we can actually just go away racing. I don't need crew.
Yeah.
I drive a tool from the staging lanes. It's just simple.
Yeah.
And
the race where you're going to, which tyre you need to take.
Yeah. I pretty well stay on slicks most of the time, unless I do my Kenda events. But VP, fuel, they look after me, because everyone goes, oh my God, how dear is the fuel, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Well, they actually look after me really good. So, we use QM25, which is an unleaded fuel.
Yep.
Which is really weird for the States because they try to help us all the time and they've got no idea because they've got some unleaded, but they're still leaded fuel over there.
Yeah.
So, we sort of lead the way with that and they watch what I do over here and I give them feedback. So, and we help each other out. It's good. And that's what I'm saying. Driving it to and from doesn't get hot. It's actually good. I use everything VP in it, so.
Yeah. You've been working with them too for quite a long time. So.
Yeah, well, I was the first, I was a guinea pig, I guess. Paul and his dad, I went to them and said, look, I want to keep racing nitrous. When the leaded fuel got canned, and they were keen for it, and they actually organised getting the fuel, gave me a couple of different drums, different mixes, and I actually put my big car on it. So we used the big car with leaded fuel. I think we made 2,100 sort of horsepower, that's all over the internet. And then I ended up putting the other fuel in it, and I lost maybe about 50.
Yeah.
But that was the air going and everything. I could have chased it, and I actually made more power in A. So
wow.
It's not bad. And you know what? I haven't heard an engine because of fuel.
And that's a thing that that's super important, right? As much as you want to lean on the motors, looking after them's key.
Well, I've sprayed 1,000 and I've not heard nothing. You mainly hurt an engine if you've got too much timing in it.
Yeah.
Fuel's not the big part. Like,
Yeah.
it's the timing in them. Pull timing out, they'll live. So,
And when they don't blow up, it makes racing 10 times more fun, right?
yeah, you have them all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like,
Yeah.
we've been lucky, you know, touch wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've learned a lot, and we haven't really heard an engine because of a tune since I was like in my 20s. So, and good. Yeah.
Well, there's the proof there, guys. If you can build them big and build them strong and build them nuts, and you just got to
You just build
get
them
them
safe.
right.
So all you
Build
got
them
to do,
safe,
just
yeah.
remember safety. Just don't get greedy.
Yep.
And then it's simple.
Yeah.
So, and don't be scared of it. Don't be scared of nitrous. You just don't,
Because you
give it a hit in the mouth.
There is no doubt about it. You're very well known for nitrous.
Oh,
That's like, you know.
I play with like Cam Riley's car and that. Like I've gone into the turbo and the blown. You know, like I can do the blown. I do
And
Hilly's.
you know how to steer some of these cars too, right? And what do you like about the drivability of nitrous compared to, say, turbo or blown or
I don't know.
pro charge? and that style?
Turbo's a bit, I don't know, it's gay, man. What do you want to hear? He did his bumpity bump thing to get in the stage, and so, nah, it's good. Like, you know, I've seen some of my mates, like Joe Gauchi, he's like one of my close mates. He's like, what he's done with turbo cars, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like Greg Mauler, like these are all pro mod guys, but yeah, I take my hat off to them. Like, it's like little
They sound
issues.
good sometimes today.
Oh, you look at Cam's car, like 3K,
Yeah.
virtually still body car, sixes.
Yeah.
You know, we've gone sixes. So, and I think we've done it on a 235.
Yeah. It's wild, eh?
So yeah, like, man, 2,000 plus at the tyres, unbelievable. Like, we can't make that sort of like, your mate's got a 900 Cuba that bought my car, like
Yeah.
Harry.
Yeah. Yep.
And I already started stirring up Matt, saying, if I'm not cutting it, we're going to put the 900 cube in it. So he's like, whatever, man. Like, this is how it all begun at the pub. He just says, yeah, whatever. But, you know, like, if I can't cut the mustard by mid next year,
Yeah.
and
This
I
is
feel
getting
it's
the 900.
cutting, this will go the 900. We've got to basically bar the front,
Yeah.
cut the middle out because I want it to still sit under this.
Gotcha.
But the heads, like, we'll probably just have to lift a bit of the side. So don't be too surprised before
You fit it in this
next year.
K-frame, you reckon? You fit it? Yeah.
I've just got to cut because I've got to get the motor load, put
Yeah.
like dry sump in it.
Yeah.
But it'll be like, I'll set it all up on the carby, so it'll be,
Yeah.
yeah. And we'll probably have to put a 3-speed in it,
Yeah. Yeah.
just like one of the race
Bit more,
400s. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
900 cubes, far out.
yeah, like, because them things make, that makes, like, they come out of Rob Chaplin's car. So it made, I think, 1,300 at the wheels, like NA,
Yeah.
before you even start spraying it. And like, it's got 5 kits, and you can go like
What would
two.
the rev to, you reckon? Like,
No, you don't rev them.
Yeah.
76,
Yeah.
game over.
Yeah.
So on a racetrack, like, you know, we'll probably go to 8,000 across the line,
yeah.
because everything's so big, crank's big, everything's big, you know, like,
Yeah.
it just, and like, you spin a tyre, takes so long for the crank to slow down. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a lot of rotating mass.
Oh,
eh?
yeah, it's huge, but
Yeah.
good. There's
Four
good
could be
line
nuts. Four could be, yeah.
through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, we at Westend, like, when we actually dynoed me 864 Cuba, and Sam actually, we had it all set up and we broke the shaft, and then we had to rebuild the dyno. But yeah, I think it made like 1680, but it made like 1,300 foot-pounds at 3,000. And that was like the 800 Cuba. That's not the 9. So the
That's
900
right.
apparently makes 17, 18. But like, we don't really chase the NA side.
But this 600 and something cube is going to get its turn to, you know?
I think, well, I've got the same heads on Simon O'Carroll's car.
Yeah.
And like, we've made 17 at the wheels, but I've got like steel rods in this.
Yeah.
So I think that's a limiting factor. So I don't know whether we won't need that sort of power. So I'm sort of thinking 1,500 at the tyres.
Yeah, because you really, you want to stick in the sevens with the car, you know.
I think I've got to show, I think it's 1,550 in the car. So I'll try to make 15 at the tyres, and then I know I'll get the 760 done with that
body,
weight.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but like it, and like I said, I made everything so simple. Like, it's only got a shift light. All the dash is still original.
Yeah.
But you open the glove box, I've obviously got like nitrous controller. I've got a race pack. Like, I've got dyno. So,
Yeah.
But even though everything is just looking, you've only got a shift light. But
You open the glove box and you get a nice surprise in there. All
yeah,
the
so
nitrous controls are in there and stuff.
yeah, so I just wanted it to look stock and yeah.
You've done a killer job, man, for a car that you've turned around relatively pretty quick. You know,
Yeah, less than 12 months to build it.
yeah.
So, but a lot of people.
A very serious drag car. You know, like it's gonna, well, you know, it's gonna shock a few people at no prep, and like you said, they're gonna look at the car and go, what's his old banger, and then
should be cool.
they'll say you don't. I know that it's, you know, it's not just an old banger.
Well, like this year, after we do a bit of racing, I've actually entered it in the summer nap.
Yep.
So yeah, like
Cruising around a bit.
Yeah, cruising around in there, and then like Adrian said, like I can chuck her on the dyno.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Just like not big power, but you know, well, just something cool.
100%. Yeah.
It should make close to 1,000.
Especially rolling into, like, I feel like this car is like, you know, it's got so much character. It's more than just the amount of how fast and how much power it makes. It's just so cool looking, you know, like, because it's more than meets the eye. And the more time you spend walking around the car, the more Easter eggs you find.
Yeah.
You know, like the glove box thing, or you walk inside, or where the nitrous bottle sits in them with its same colour as a trim, and barely, you don't even know it's there.
Yeah, even the fire system's all in it. Like we painted everything just so it sort of looks stock. So
you've done a killer job, man. I think people are going to really love to see it out there, and you know, no doubt everybody from, you know, fans of Street Machine are going to get around the car and see the track and stuff.
Yeah, and that's why we're going to take to the Nats and that. Because, like, you know, I took the big car down there once.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, we used to go down there all the time. So I thought, you know what, just take it down, have some fun. So, yeah, it's just hard to get them in now. The funny part is, like, they're
sold out.
No, well, the best part is I had no other photos, I think, with the motor and everything. So when I went to enter, I think I got knocked back on the first gate.
They said,
wow, man, what's this rough? I feel like rust bucket going in. So until I actually got some build shots, and then I went, oh, yeah, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
So, everyone's thinking things shiny. So by then, the wheels should be a bit more dull because the dog likes pissing on them. And
we were just saying that before.
Yeah. And then, like I said, the carport, this is where it lives because it won't actually fit in the garage. It's too long. So this is its home under a carport, what we do.
Yeah, the other car was a carport.
Yeah.
Yep.
So people were like, I had a few blokes from the States that come down and they actually blow out that they thought I was like full of shit, that this is what I do, build
big
cars.
Workshop and this and that and everything. And
basically, this is where my cars live and all the cars I work on.
Yeah.
We, go in the garage.
It's a proven method, mate.
Yeah. That's probably why I didn't want it shiny.
Yeah.
Because, I don't like cleaning.
It's probably a relief to not have a shiny car, you know? Because we all like them nice and stuff, but this is its character.
And you want to always have it nice and clean, where I don't even think I've ever put a hose on this thing. So that's why it's got fingerprints, everything. They're going to stay on it, trust me.
Too good.
So, it should be fun.
Awesome. Well, what we might do is we might catch this video, show you few photos show you a bit of video of the car now. I'll say that again. What we might do is show you a bit of video of the car now. No, actually, I'll say, what we might do is we might pick this up at Westend. It could be in a few days' time, but you'll see it in a minute.
Yep.
Go there and they're going to fiddle with the motor, then you're going to also put on the dyno.
Yep.
We'll see some of that, and then,
No, it should be good.
Good.
Yeah. It'll be keen for everyone to see, like we're not hiding anything. So and that's the goal. I want to try to make as close to 1,200.
Yeah.
So, all these new carbies and nitrous kits, should be fun.
That's it. Let's check it out.
See, we can fool people. People actually think I know what I'm doing. But you know how it is. Just got to fool them, mate. We're just wiring up the nitrous, make it also, you back off and it shuts off. We don't want it to keep running. There's been all sorts of trouble. Yep. Now we've got to move the time, and it's about 25. That's 25? Yeah.
You're getting a mug shot there, Kryger.
Hey,
Getting a mug shot done.
and that's it. Brad Pitt, see? Wow. Hides my rust.
No, it'll come out, don't worry. There's some.
Oh yeah, there's a rust. We got this. And look, you can't even see the dog piss on the wheels. And I bought the smallest dog you could buy too, and it can still reach the alloy.